That resulted in a touchdown.
Yeah, right out of the box, Jed Fish calls the gadget play, goes for the throat, and hits Streeter for the touchdown. And North Carolina hadn't even scrimmaged offensively. He's down 14-0.
North Carolina has the ball, second down and 2. They're at the Miami 36, down 17-0. Here's Giovanni Bernard. And he breaks through for the first down to the 31. First and 10. Runner, pass complete. That's Jeremy Boyd. Jay Boyd gets it down to the 20-yard line. An 11-yard gain. Double tight end set to the right. Play action. Screen pass. Bernard, second leading receiver. Open territory at the 5 and brought down at the 3-yard line. 17-yard gain. Von Telemack made a saving tackle.
Excellent block right there by Hurst and Cooper.
Ryan Houston gets the call. Not much going there, and a good surge by Miami forces him back to the 5-yard line.
Houston 32. I'm sorry, it's the fullback checking in the flat, wide open. He decides to go to Hurst in the back of the end zone and just missed him. He was wide open.
Now this will be here in Chapel Hill. Will attempt a 20-yard field goal. There's Jones to hold. There's the kick. And it is good, and North Carolina's on the board. Anxious moment for Thomas Moore. That's his first field goal of the season, capping an 11-play march for the Tar.
I noticed you already got Tar Heel blue in your dressing.
Oh, blue's my favorite color.
Right. Steve, back up to you. He's excited about being here, and I think this is a great thing for North Carolina.
All right, Mike, thank you. Student stores. First and 10. Here's Corey Harris. You saw the first 3 possessions. Here comes the pass complete to Hearn. And Hearns is out of bounds. He's found 7 receivers this afternoon. So he's not focusing on just one. First and 10. Miami at their own 42-yard line, up 17-3. Quick drop, pass to Streeter. Did he get it?
That's the one thing here in Miami, Steve, and you start talking about the great players that have played here. They've had to try to get these guys to say, hey, you got to make plays now. Michael Irvin's not going to make any plays for his team anymore.
Basket. Oh! What a hit by Charles Brown on Travis Benjamin.
3 times today, and he probably had his rear end shoot out about not closing and getting off the block. That's the responsibility of Hearns, number 1. He has to get the block on Brown to protect Benjamin. But he does a poor job of blocking Brown, and Brown blows Benjamin up.
Quick drop. Has a man out there. That is Streeter. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Brown in defense.
Watch him save room to the outside. See, he's about 5 yards from the sideline. Now he can fade to the sideline and still be in the bounds and catch the ball. Ja'Cory realizes that Streeter saved him that box area so he can fade him to the sideline. Really good job by Streeter running the route, saving his quarterback some room to get it to him.
28-yard gain. Streeter already has a touchdown grab today. And off Lamar Miller.
That's success. Excellent blend of run pass by Jed Fish today.
He's gone a little deep in the playbook today. Sprinting left. Harris almost picked off. Clements is the setback.
Comes the blitz.
Here's the drop. Snap. Harris scrambles. Passes out there complete. Going to be shy of the first down to his tight end.
It's an opportunity for a field goal.
This is going to be about a 43-yard field goal. He kicked a 41-yarder earlier. He's perfect on the season. The kick is up, and it is good.
Actually, got to throw in the end zone for a touchdown. So just get back to what you were doing in the last drive.
Bernard is the setback for Bryn Renner on first and 10 at the 35. And this is Bernard, and he almost broke that.
They really simplified the offense in the second half. Were much more productive up front, making the calls with Bodine at center.
Second down and about 5 to go here for the Tar Heels. Comes the fake end around on 2 play fakes. Pass is complete. And that's It's Dwight Jones brought down.
And giving Bodine some problems identifying who to block. Now that they've settled into a stagnant formation, he can identify who they need to block.
Play action for Renner. Sprints out, he'll keep. Driven out of bounds. He said is that Bryn Renner understands it's not all about him. He's a facilitator. That time he tried to elude the rush and fell down. Boyd is split wide to the top. Jones wide to the bottom, and the slot to the short side of the field, which is the bottom, is Highsmith. Carolina 1 of 3 on third down. Renner has time. Sprints out to extend the play. And he throws it up for grabs. It's knocked away. Now, he may have thrown it beyond the line of scrimmage. He was very
right arm as he lets it go. Thought about throwing it to Bernard underneath. Then he had a receiver come open right there down the sideline and decided not to do that. And all of a sudden he realized I'm in trouble. And I think was going to throw it out of bounds.
He got hit hard by Charles Brown on a screen pass. He's okay. This is a bad punt. Sails out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. And 15-yard punt. Make mine medium rare, please, as you turn it on the tailgate. Miami 20-3 back after this word from your local station. You're watching the ACC Network, in exclusive production of Raycom Sports. 77 stations across 26 states. Steve Martin here along with Dave Archer and Mike Hogwood. Here in Chapel Hill, Miami with the lead here, and now they have the football back after a 14-yard punt. They'll get it at their own 40-yard line. Corey Harris has been outstanding in this first quarter of play. Cam Ford is back in the ballgame. 7-step drop for Harris. Plenty of time to throw. Man out there, Hearns, and he's hit by Robinson. He got it down to the 37-yard
protection here for Harris. What they're going to do is they're going to take here Copel's number 90. See, they double team Copel's 90 right there in front of you in the middle of the screen with the tight end in the back. And then watch Hearns come all the way across the field on the deep in route. When you complete this pass, you have to have great protection because that takes a long time to happen. The offensive line up front playing really good against a dominant defensive front.
First and 10 of the North Carolina 36 and a great open field tackle by Robinson
behind the chains.
Loss of 6 on the play. Second down and 16. Benjamin in motion. Miller the setback for Harris to throw. Gets Miller in the middle of the field, and Miller in a search mode for the first down marker will come up 3 yards shy. An excellent team at it. They're over 50% at 4 for 7. They came in here at 48%. Trying to keep this drive alive. Harris at the 33. Pass is complete to Travis Benjamin. And the question is, did he score? He did. Touchdown, Travis Benjamin. Price covering on the play, but it wasn't enough. And Ja'Cory Harris has found the end zone to one of his receivers for the 3rd time this afternoon.
Now, North Carolina not getting any jam at the line of scrimmage. You see free release there by Benjamin against Price. And a good job again by a Miami receiver saving room to the outside. Ja'Cory Harris just throws it to the back shoulder. Benjamin makes the adjustment and gets in the end zone. But North Carolina's doing a real poor job of rerouting receivers at the line of scrimmage.
Whiteclaw's point after attempt is good. And Miami quiets the big family day crowd. Travis Benjamin, who is knocked out by Charles Brown, has come back with a strong play. And Miami's up 27-3. All right, Danielle, thank you. 27-3, Miami leading North Carolina. You know, Miami has scored on 9 of their last 10 possessions, and all 5 possessions that they've had the ball today.
Well, the quarterback, Ja'Cory Harris, is playing out of this world. He came in hot. He was playing very well coming into this game, and he has done nothing to change that. He's been dynamic today.
233 yards in the air. Here comes Brown on the reversal of the field. Brown gets out there, and it's going to be a block in the back. He's headed all the way, but there's a flag that's going to call this touchdown back at the 46-yard line, and it's a block in the back.
Well, and I don't think he needed the block either. That was the kicker he was working against. I think he outruns the kicker.
First and 10 from the 44. Renner, Giovanni Bernard, nice little cutback. Archie finds ways to find some of that hidden yardage out there. He gets fined just prior to getting the ball. It looks like, well, this should just be a play action, and next thing you know, he's running. It's a guard out in front, turns the corner, and pushes out of bounds there at the Miami 43-yard line. A gain of 8.
Country, boy, he does a good job of setting up the blocks and then breaking off. 7
carries for 40 yards, but nothing in the end zone yet as North Carolina is back 24, 27-3 Miami. Bernard again on a 3rd straight call. And look at him to shake off the fact that they don't have a touchdown on the board. Putting a drive together. Here's Bernard, 4th straight carry. Giovanni Bernard shy of the first down at about a yard and a half, gets to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 13 tackles a week ago against Virginia Tech. A very active player for Miami.
Has 3 thus far this afternoon. Here's Bernard turning the corner, gains in pursuit. And he's down to the 7-yard line. Highsmith in motion back to the formation. Bernard for the 6th straight time inside the 20, down to the 18.
5'10", 205, 210 pounds. But boy, he does a great job of staying patient and then pressing the hole.
Tar Heels inside the red zone again. Bernard. All Giovanni all the time. And the former St. Thomas Aquinas star from time running out here in this 2nd quarter. A minute 19 left to go. Tar Heels go to the air for the first time this possession, or do they? Renner now will tuck it under and run and get down at the 9-yard line. And then they have to use the timeout
for them to move and do what they want to do at the 10-yard line.
2nd down and 5. Play action, pressure on. Renner throws and incomplete. That'll stop the clock.
They certainly would figure they could get back into the ball game.
North Carolina has 2 timeouts, it says on the scoreboard. Bird sets up, Renner to throw. On 3rd down, pass is complete. And it comes to Curtis Bird, the fullback, and he's got enough for the 1st down. That'll stop the clock with 24 seconds left to go. 1st and goal, Bernard is a setback. Play action. Renner gets to the edge and fires for the corner of the end zone, incomplete. Stops the clock at 18. Northwestern High School, same high school as DeCory has. Same high school as Tommy Streeter. 2nd down and goal. Here's Bernard. Can't turn the corner. And a great tackle there by Ray Armstrong at the 4-yard line.
Really happy to usher him into the door.
All right, 3rd and goal coming from the Tar Heels. The trail here 27-3. Renner to throw. Pass is complete for a touchdown to Dwight Jones.
To get it to his big-time receiver, Jones. Jones is going to, this is like basketball. He's talked about basketball. All he's doing, get rebounding position. Give me the ball on the inside part of the shoulder. Boy, Roy Williams will be excited about that. Kick it into the big fella on the low block and let him put one in.
It started at their own 44-yard line. Had it not been for a block in the back, it wouldn't have occurred anyway, because Charles Brown returned it back to Clemson and Georgia Tech, 2 unbeatens. They will meet on October 29th. Here's the squib kick. Taken by Higgins. He'll bring it down, and including number 1, LSU. The Miami Hurricanes take a knee. It's been a very good half, despite the fact that they've allowed a touchdown to North Carolina late in the 2nd quarter. But for Ja'Cory Harris, an outstanding first half so far today. Harris 16 of 22, 233 yards and 3 touchdown passes. He has continued his fine play that started 10 quarters ago. Logged 2 more quarters here against the North Carolina Tar Heels. So
thank you, Steve. Al, first of all, your offense, maybe the best half of the year. Ja'Cory's been on fire.
Playing good football. He's finding his 2nd and 3rd receivers. He's staying in the pocket. He's not getting jittery. We're getting good protection too, Mike.
Playing so well. What do you tell your team in the locker room right now?
Oh, we got a long game now. This is a good football team we're playing over here. They get the ball to start the half. We got to make sure that that we stop the run a little bit better and take it away. We need another turnover.
All right, we'll let you get to the locker room. Al Golden leaves the Canes locker room. His team is playing well. Now it's time to head to our ACC Network studios in Charlotte.